sorry to say there isn't an in conversation this week. I've decided for a few weeks at least I'm just gonna pause on doing in conversations with. I've got a lot of people on my list that I'd like to chat to and bring to you, but for now there's a few other things that I just want to spend some time doing. So this week you get me. I might be back in a couple of weeks, but I thought I'd update you about a few things. I've got my cup of tea here. We've had a busy couple of sessions this week. So we had a Monday morning, which is back, and from June it's going to be fortnightly on a Monday, 9:30 in UK time. It's a very popular session. It's a great way to start your day. So we've only got one in May just because of the UK bank holidays. It messes things up a bit, but there's definitely one in May. That's probably the next one off the top of my head without looking. So Mondays 9:30, they're back from June properly every other week. This week we had lots of conversations. There was a conversation about donating blood, which is really nice, really encouraging. People who have been at both ends of donating and receiving, and family members as well. So I've dropped a link, so if you want to find out where to donate blood near you in the UK, please go and find your country or region where it's best to donate blood, please do. So if you haven't for a while or have been thinking about it, this is your sign. Go and have a look. It's a sign for me as well. I need to go have a look. I made the mistake on Monday as well. Hannah was eating soup for breakfast. Fine. And then I misjudged it and said about I'd never heard of having breakfast for dinner, and then we ended up having a conversation about dinner, tea, supper again, and that debate goes on. Depending where you live, you might call it different things for evening meal, but if you have a meal in the middle of the day, that is most definitely lunch, though that's also started arguments, so we might have to stray away from that topic because it's divisive. On Monday as well we had a really nice chat about I've been seeing a PT since November, and I remeasured myself at the weekend. I've got 2 new patterns that I cut out, so I remeasured myself to make sure I was cutting out the right size and knowing what I needed to do, and my waist measurement was 2 inches short than at January when I last measured, which I think was with my PT, so I was just like, phew. And yeah, so really chuffed. And so I'd mentioned it Monday, and we talked about kind of fitness goals, incentives for that, and what works. My PT, I could talk about her quite a lot, but it's nice to have that conversation with people and seeing how other people kind of, what their aims might be for fitness and how they incentivize themselves. And just some other things we've been talking about recently in sessions, in case you feel like you're missing out. We've been talking a lot about socials, so we have a number of the SurreySews organisers come to our sessions, which is lovely. So we were hearing about SewFizzTeaCated, and people were already blocking out the day, which is the 1st of November. No, it's not. That's the Dressmakers Ball. 18th of October, it's a Saturday, 2 till 5, but I'll drop in a link to SurreySews. I think their tickets will be coming out soon. I've got it penciled in. It's a really nice casual event. There's afternoon tea. It was delicious last year, so, and it will be hosted in Woking in Surrey. It's right by the train station if they have the same space as last year, so it will be really much more accessible than some which are perhaps out in the sticks. They're a bit more difficult to get to, but this one really is. So I did drive last year, but this year train's an option for me because it's on the right line for me. We talked about the gathering which has just happened up in Yorkshire, and the Welsh Frocktails. I was going through some admin stuff and I was like, oh, we've never really had many Welsh people on, and then I was suddenly going through my database and I was like, there's a lot of Welsh locations coming up, that's weird. And then I remembered we have a sew along for anyone going to the Welsh Frocktails and perhaps wants to meet some people before they go if you don't know anyone, or need to get a garment finished. It's a free session to sponsor Tanya. Again, I've got a raffle prize going in for Tanya for 3 months free subscription. Do sign up, come along, meet people before you go there. It can be really, I'd get very nervous and anxious about going to an event where I don't really know anyone, especially when you know them on the internet and you've not met anyone in real life. So this is a chance. It's still on the internet, but you can get to know people before you go there. So very, very pleased to be helping Tanya. I know she's been organising it solo for the last few months and there's been a lot of stress. So yes, 2 hours sewing together on the 27th, Sunday the 27th, 2 till 4. At the moment I've just finished my murder mystery quilt block for April, so that came out last week, so I've managed to do that and read the chapter that goes along with it. This is a zero waste shirt by Birgitte Helmersson. Helmersson, the book's up there. I've done it in a viscose which I got from Walthamstow Market with the SurreySews meetup that we did in February, so I just need to do buttons on that, so that's what I'll be working on probably the next session or over the Easter weekend. And then in front of me I've got my mannequin covered in my charity find, that needs altering in 3 places at least, so I've started unpicking that. And I've got the 2 dresses that I've twirled, so I need to make some adjustments and get cracking with that. One of them will most definitely be my SewFizzTeaCated outfit, and I'm really looking forward to making that. And again, the fabric for that is from Walthamstow. So yeah, busy, there's a lot, and then there's a dress for my sister, and then there's a skirt that I need to finish. It's very busy for me at the moment, so yes. And then other stuff for May. We'll see how I get on. Last week as well, Lucy was hosting a session, and I mentioned her. This is Lucy the Sewing Gardener. I mentioned the challenge that she's running in May, and if you haven't seen or heard of it, you need to go check her out. Give her a follow and support her. Even if you don't take part, go and support her. So I mentioned her challenge just to see what interest there was in it. So she is running Sew Skin Summer 2025 to raise awareness of melanoma and skin cancer. It is the awareness month throughout May, so she wanted to do something. It's very personal to her. She shared that with us, and other people on the session also shared their stories and personal stories to them, and it's really humble that this is a virtual sewing room. Is a space where people are comfortable to share that. So a big thank you if you shared your story. I won't be repeating any here, but it was a really nice moment, a nice 20 minutes where I could just listen in and just, yeah, it was really nice. So very important cause. So make something to cover up over summer, just to be more aware of your skin exposure. Make sure you are using lotion as well, but so it can be anything. So it's a very open challenge, so whether it's a dress, a shirt, a bag for your sun cream, or your cover-ups, a caftan, a hat, and there are loads of free patterns out there that are going to match this challenge. Lucy's going to be doing a vlog and some posts, so do give her a follow to find out some more suggestions, but certainly we've been discussing a few patterns that we're going to be making. I've got tea in my hand. So what I am planning to do, and I might cut out before May, is I've got another Jenna. I've got some white linen that I bought at Stitch Festival last year. So I think I'm going to do a really nice, the Jenna, I've got 2 already, and I think just a plain white one will be a really nice cover for the really hot days. I'm not planning to go anywhere on holiday because we've just been to Australia, so this will be really ideal just to throw on, and a nice plain one would just be really refreshing. So that's one thing. And then I need to do some basic t-shirts, which actually would be quite nice just to cover up the arms. I just need some basics, so I could wangle that in as well. Not that I'm valid for entering the competition. Lucy's got loads of raffle prizes. She's got loads of sponsors. If you go check out the post and scroll through, I think she's done an updated one. You'll see all the sponsors on there, some very familiar names. There's also a prize from Virtual Sewing Room as well. You get 3 months free to all regular sessions. So very happy to be helping her with a prize. But also we've got a sew along themed session Saturday the 17th of May from 10 till 4. If you're working on a particular project for that challenge, come join and sew along your make. So if you don't get time the rest of the month, you've got 6 hours there to try and make and finish your garment or item. And if Lucy's not out to fundraise in particular, but people have been asking, so there is a link which I'll share below, where if you do donate towards the charity, you can have a free place on that sew along. Drop me a message and I'll add you on for that session for free. If not, it's a regular themed session cost of £7.50, which for 6 hours of sewing company is a bargain. So yeah, hopefully see you there. I'll be doing my Jenna on the t-shirts. Another thing to tell you about is our birthday party. Virtual Sewing Room is turning 2 over the Easter weekend. Blows my mind that I'm here talking about this, and I'm a business owner. Been in business for 6 months now, which is, I'm very proud of what I've created. So of course we're going to have a birthday party for 2 years. We're going to have some games and quizzes which I've already prepared. There'll be a giveaway, a voucher giveaway at the end of the session. So for anyone that does turn up on the evening, we'll do a little raffle at the very end just for turning up. You get an entry, and then there'll also be a section in the middle where we will have an in conversation with, and it's going to be with me, our host Dee, also from Sisters Stitchcraft. She's going to be putting the questions on me, and she'll be taking questions from the chat as well from any of the attendees as well. So that's going to be exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. We'll record that. That will be up probably in a couple of weeks when I've had a chance to edit it down. So yeah, come along to the birthday party. It's only £2.50, so half price. It's a little gift to you. I need to get some cake in. We need to celebrate. We probably won't sing this year. That was interesting at our first one. All on the website, all of the sessions, so you can go over there, book to any that I've mentioned. Yeah, and hopefully see you on a session soon. Don't forget, if you haven't been to a session before and you're not sure, if online socials are for you, you can use code NEWBIE, NEWBIE, and that gets you your first session free. Give it a go, come along, see what you think. Anyway, enjoy your Easter weekend, whatever you're up to, wherever you're watching this, and I look forward to making with you soon.